Well, happy 2019, everyone, and I guess it's just a new year and new things to talk about, and things are going to start getting a little bit more back on a regular track here because a couple different things. Well, last night I pretty much kind of solidified our final cut of my movie, The Fixer. A lot of things going on throughout time over the last couple months or whatnot. Obviously, finished the soundtrack thing a couple months ago, and I've just been dealing with technical issues of the film that I've talked about in other updates, stuff like that. But mainly been kind of tackling a lot of audio issues. At points in time we didn't have the most optimal audio equipment or any audio equipment at all, and had to do a lot of filtering and kind of tweaking and kind of figuring out different things to kind of solidify what's the best I could do with what I have, with the audio quality that I have to work with, and pretty much solidified that and made a few little tweaks here and there with color timing and just adjustments here and there to make sure everything was as satisfactory as possible. So basically there's a final cut of the film right now. I haven't sat down and watched the entire thing over. When I posted the exclusive private preview for cast, crew, and musicians and everything, I did sit down and watch that, make a couple of notes, and had to go off and make some adjustments and re-upload another version of it, and I'll upload it like 3 different times. But regardless of that, basically there's a final cut now, so I'm just focusing forward on the release strategy here. So I do have to upload it to, have to submit this to a company to put together a subtitle caption track, because obviously Amazon Video makes that a necessity now. Anything you're submitting through Amazon Video on demand, they require a subtitle track. So I have to go ahead and do that. It's around $90, something like that, depending on the service I choose. But which is not going to be a problem for whatsoever. So I just gotta just get around to doing that. So there's that, and the fact that get into a couple other things I've gotten lately with the pickups and some other things, but basically I've got to set up the 720p version for that, because I got a trial version of After Effects, which has a detail preserving upscale effect that as back and forth types of things. Some of the footage I had to upscale really didn't seem like it did much of anything, but there's other stuff that did seem like it did kind of improve it a little bit. So to take the full standard definition thing and kind of give a little bit of an uptick to 720. Otherwise, if you put up standard def stuff on Amazon Video, it knocks it down to 360 instead of 480. So I'd rather have a little bit of something up there instead of down. So that's just my preference or whatnot. I want to get the best quality version out there. If I can get a little bit of extras up there with the resolution, I'd prefer to do that. Even though it's not native HD, I'd prefer to at least try to get a step up so people can enjoy it in the best bit rate and quality and whatnot. So if they knock it down resolution wise, you'll probably get a lower bit rate thing, and all the hard work I've done trying to make it look as good as possible will be somewhat diminished or whatnot. But so there's that, and the subtitle track will carry over into the DVD release as long as my software will work fine with it. I've never had to put that on there before, so I'm sure I'll figure out a way to make it happen. But shot some bonus features for alternate scenes archive for the DVD already. I pretty much have them all edited, so that has to just, all this stuff I gotta start compiling it into a DVD authoring program and get going on that. And then gotta record an audio commentary just by myself, because this one I'm just doing by myself. It's not gonna be like a forever cinematic commentary. Maybe we do that at some point in the future, just as a riff whatnot, where I can actually upload the whole movie. But something like that, where you just have just shoot the shit and whatnot, just have some fun on it. But I really want to be a proper filmmaker on this audio commentary track, because there's 10,000 fucking things to talk about with the development and the production, all the things we went through, all these fascinating things I got to talk about. I mean, propping up ideas have been just cropping up all over the place. Things I've forgotten about different things here and there, and it's all just compiling in my brain. So I almost have to make like a cheat sheet or whatnot. Some things I just have to remember to talk about when I'm watching the movie for the 5,000th time or whatnot, watching all these scenes again. But regardless of that, that's going to be all wrapped up by the end of the month. So January almost dead certain, as long as the submission review process for Amazon doesn't take any longer than it really should, maybe like a week or so. I don't think it'll probably take very long at all. But as long as that's pretty streamlined, it should be up by the end of the month. So once I have something, I'll probably put together a nice, solid promotional video and start putting things out really strongly. And you guys will absolutely positively know about it. But there will be probably another video update this month, because I've got a lot of stuff that's in the mail right now that'll be showing up. That's actually part of the first review I'm doing for the year. Originally, it was going to be Beverly Hills Cop 2, because I did mention that I was going to be doing that. But obviously, yesterday I was working on that final cut of the film. I thought I'd have just a minor thing to deal with, but I had to deal with a couple random things in a couple different scenes that kind of eke out some problems here or there. So it took longer to do, and I woke up with this sort of strained muscle in my back, so I wasn't feeling terribly great. It wasn't a good thing, and I've got a long work week, so I felt I'd just lay back, enjoy, watch Empire Strikes Back again, and just have a nice night. So what I am doing for the first review of the year is Star Trek the Motion Picture. As I actually sat down and watched this on Christmas Day and gained a whole new appreciation for the film, so I really want to capitalize on that. And I've got stuff coming in the mail that's completely integrated into me doing that review. Sadly, I did also order a poster. This is from allposters.com of the Bog Peak artwork, the big poster and everything for the film. Sadly, I wasn't impressed with the quality of it. It seemed low quality, low resolution, and it wasn't printed on a typical poster paper. It just didn't match my decor. I wasn't impressed by the resolution of it, so waiting to hear back from them to get a refund and a return and whatnot. So sadly, again, I couldn't find any other retailer, or usually I get most of my posters from eBay or whatnot. They all tend to come off as very good quality, but the only ones that had anything were going to take like 5 days just before they ship the damn thing after cleared payment. So I wouldn't be able to get it by this coming weekend, which is when I intend to do the review. So I got stuff coming in the mail. I got laser discs. I've got an expanded soundtrack coming up. So all that's going to integrate into that and other things. But let's talk a little bit about what's going on in the last couple weeks, what I've gotten. I'll get into more technical stuff after this. Let's jump into media pickups here. So a couple weeks ago, I upgraded my DVD copy of Ferris Bueller's Day Off. And I figured I just want to grab this, and just happened to come across it when I was visiting Half Price Books. There was another Half Price Books I visited back in last February that apparently closed down, and I came across a different one trying to find out which one that was. So I found this there for a nice price, so that wasn't a bad thing. I figured I'd grab that up in an HD upgrade and everything, and did find because on the original DVD release there was a John Hughes commentary that for whatever reason when they put out this version, both DVD and Blu-ray, didn't continue to maintain it as part of the features on the disc, but someone did archive it online. You can find it real easy and download it for yourself and whatnot if you want to sync it up with the film or whatnot. It's I listened to it a long time ago, and I'm sure it's still very insightful for the late John Hughes to give a commentary on this really fun film. Christmas pickup. My sister was fabulous. She was amazing. She got me the Princess Bride Criterion Collection Blu-ray, and that is just phenomenal. It's got all the it's just like the William Goldman storytelling book or whatnot, and the film or whatnot. Peter Falk going on with it. You got artwork and all kinds of stuff. You could kind of almost read along with it in a certain way. Haven't even put this thing in yet, but the fact that she got me this, because this is fabulous. This is 4K remaster with all the special features and new stuff too. So as you wish, inconceivable. But I got some steel books. This is a very short list or whatnot, but kept wanting to get an HD upgrade on Man of Steel because I just had the DVD for the longest time since day one, and I was in another Half Price Books, and they just had this for $10, and it was a steelbook version. It's actually the Walmart exclusive one that has some bonus additional content on it. I figured, what the hell, I'll grab it. It's 2 Blu-rays and 1 DVD on here and everything, and again, just haven't had time to watch it, but I really kind of just want to get an upgrade on it. I got, like I said, old DVD, and I didn't want to just grab. I kept having so many opportunities to just grab the regular keep case Blu-ray or whatnot over the years. I just never did it, but this seemed like a good idea. Get a steelbook version of it for Man of Steel, and because I never really wanted the big emblem version where they had the big tin or whatnot with the shield or whatnot. It's like, kind of. I mean, it was always a little bit pricey, slightly or whatnot, even used, and it's like, do I really want it? Is there much of anything really to get off of this thing? It's like, well, it's got extra content on it, and it's a nice solid package here. So I was like, yeah, this is cool to grab. And I was at FYE. I had 25% off to kind of spend on something after I just decided to go there to look for something else, and grabbed up Steelbook of Arrival, Denis Villeneuve's film, which I saw in the theater, and this film just blew my fucking mind, just lit my mind so much on fire when I saw this, because it was just so stimulating of a film or whatnot, and haven't watched it since. It's been about 2 years now, if memory serves right, and I remember my friend Oliver Harper here on YouTube and whatnot, both me and him both had pretty much the kind of same reaction to it, so we were very, very high on that film. We kind of traded some Facebook messages at the time and whatnot, and we were both pretty high on the film, so he was very pleased with it as well. So I'll, because I was kind of mulling it over, because I was like, 25% off is pretty nice discount to grab on stuff, and kept looking around for some stuff, looking for other Star Trek stuff or some horror films, stuff like that, but FYE, there, like if you're grabbing Stream Factory stuff, there's probably $40 top. $40 for $40 for anything, so I really wouldn't have matched any price I could have gotten anywhere else for that type of stuff, and this is only about, I don't know, like $14 or whatnot, so wasn't grabbing much of a discount, but I figured, yeah, mulled it over, thought about it, flashed back on the film a little bit. It's like, yeah, I can see myself sitting down and giving this another wash through or whatnot, so that was kind of nice to grab up there. And one soundtrack pickup I got here, because I was trying to order something online. I bought a new cable for the setup here, because for my boom mic and everything to get around here, because the cord on the actual mic's only about like maybe that long or whatnot. But because I had one cable, it didn't have very good shielding, so whenever I had like the AC adapter plugged in, it would just like buzz all over the place. Next one, what was better, but it wasn't great, but this one seems perfect. I tested out, so I really wanted to get a new one, and so basically I got like this extra free trial of Amazon Prime is what I'm getting at, and I needed something. I kind of waited out all week because I couldn't think of anything else to order with it, and I got to like the last day, so I had to order something else to get it for same day shipping. So I ordered the Fright Night soundtrack, and I've been wanting to get this for a while, just never pulled the trigger on it, and it was about $16, so it was a little higher than I normally would have gotten. But I was like, okay, I'll get it. I'll get it. I'll grab it for that price. I'll bite a few extra bucks, whatnot, and been enjoying a couple of tracks off of here, definitely. And thankfully, finally, goddammit, Sony Pictures Home Entertainment has announced they are putting out Fright Night on Blu-ray in the U.S. with all the bonus features. Everything that you've seen on like the UK version and whatnot, and some of the Twilight Time releases, are putting it all on there. All the audio commentaries, all the featurettes, the documentaries, everything. And it's coming out in November. Sorry, getting a little fast for myself here, but I think it's February 19th. It's coming out, and I'll be getting it, definitely, absolutely. So they confirmed the features and everything, and that's fabulous. So I'll have this. I'll have my Blu-ray. I've got my Chris Sarandon autographed picture over there in the corner, and I got a mini poster up here that you can kind of see the lower half of in the frame here or everything. But so that'd be cool. I know Steve's not a fan of the film and whatnot, so I don't know if like Trend or I can do it at some point in time. I don't know. But one of the fact, I did a review on a couple of years ago, so you can go back and enjoy that. I really, really enjoyed doing that review, as I got to incorporate some of the information I had. I went to the Chris Sarandon panel, Days of the Dead, that year, the year before, so I got to incorporate some of the information I got from that, and just delve into a whole lot of things with the film. I really, really enjoyed the film so much, so that's a really cool thing and whatnot. And Steve kind of emailed me tonight to kind of sort out where we're going to do our organize our next batch of commentaries. So we'll probably be doing the Final Destination 3 and 4 as one recording session, because we are going to be doing a commentary, as I've said, on the new Halloween film, which comes out on the 15th. And I pre-ordered my copy since I've got the Amazon Prime thing. Might as well get it off of Prime because it's a little bit cheaper than elsewhere. So I'll be getting that in due time, and I told him I'll definitely want to give it at least another watch before we go ahead and do a commentary. So we'll probably have a little bit of a buffer zone from the release date to when we actually do the commentary. So we're going to breathe a little bit more with us, so we'll get there. So we'll probably do like Final Destination 3 and 4, then we'll do 5 and the new Halloween film as well, and then we'll move on to like Scream and Texas Chainsaw and see where else what else comes up of that. And I've been doing some upgrades to the computer. I maxed out my RAM now, so I've got 32 gigs of RAM in this mid-2010 Mac Pro, so that's everything I can get. And I'm getting a new video card. I finally got the damn shipping notification tonight. It's priority mail, so it should be here like probably Thursday or whatnot. So I'll be able to upgrade that. I'm going from 1 gig to 4 gigs, so I'm going to be doing things a lot faster now. Thank fucking Christ. Just imagine rendering and doing all this HD content with 1 gig of RAM, 1 gig of video card memory and everything. So you can imagine most of my reviews take like an hour to export, to convert for YouTube upload. So Jesus mother, that's just the reviews. With the commentaries, I actually set the actual like H.264 codec and everything when I put it in the timeline, so I don't have to do anything in terms of like exporting and converting afterwards. So it just exports in the native format. But if I was doing that as a regular editing time base, it would take eons to just render anything. So technical talk. But I've got that, and a couple months ago I grabbed a new external hard drive, so I got a little extra terabyte of space. At this point, I've got like 4 drives. I kind of took my oldest drive and copied everything onto the brand new drive, because that's got like all the Dead of Night stuff and the Hemi stuff and some stuff I've done for actors or whatnot, for reels and through other things. So get the 8-year-old drive and put all that stuff on the brand new drive, which is USB 3.0. So and extra terabyte of space. So I got a lot of stuff going on there. But as I said, I'll be doing Star Trek the motion picture, and things kind of continue to have enough of an interest in myself. Eventually I'll continue to do more Star Trek films, not like right away or whatnot. It'll be spaced out and let things breathe and get around to it, back around to it when I feel the urge for it and everything. So I do want to do the motion picture so much because, like I said, I watched it on Christmas Day and just was sucked into it and everything. I just really for one of these films that has such an interesting reputation of sorts, being slow and monotonous and stuff like that, I was really I didn't have a boring moment in the film this time watching it through. I know a couple years ago I was trying to do that, trying to do it like a review maybe about roughly close to 3 years ago, and I couldn't make it through the film that time. Trying to analyze it was difficult to do, but I've just got an urge for it. I've been just listening because I've got the original. I don't have it over here. It's somewhere around here. I got the old 20th anniversary soundtrack with Goldsmith's score and everything. Just been listening to that over and over again. It's like, I need more of this damn score. So I had to go on La La Land Records website and a little bit more than I probably would have bought it for, but I bought it anyway because I'm doing the review. I want to have the soundtrack. I'm gonna goddamn love that freaking soundtrack. So that's gonna be a lot of cool stuff. So I really feel like it's time to do Star Trek stuff. I know I've talked about it before about doing that stuff. About a year ago, I was going to start doing mini reviews on them, and I started doing one for motion picture, and I just felt like there's way too much information to jam this into a 10-minute video to call it a mini review, and so I just kind of abandoned it. But this feels like the right time for it in terms of like this year's the 40th anniversary of the film, and just the fact that I watched it, I had such a deeper appreciation for it. A lot of things I got more about the film, and everything started to click a little bit better. I was watching the director's edition just for the fact of it, so before I spoil anything more, that will be the first review I do this year. So after that, we'll move on to Beverly Hills Cop 2. That's a definite. I'm definitely doing that. Sadly, there's no U.S. Blu-ray release of it. Just the first film. Because there's one there. I think there's like region-free ones in UK and whatnot, but U.S. had never put out Blu-rays of the sequel, so that's kind of an odd thing. So I'll just be sourcing it from my DVD and everything. So that's fine by me, I guess. So I'll get around to that. And got Bob Seger's song "Shakedown," which is pretty cool. I keep throwing it on just to kind of get myself back into the mood and keep it in my my cycle of thinking and everything. So that's cool stuff, because I bought my dad a greatest hits compilation of Seeger stuff a couple of years ago, and that was on it. So I just kind of borrowed that track off of there. So cool stuff. So if I had anything more to really kind of report on, as usual, I would mention it. Things aren't really going anywhere else with anything else, but now that I'm going to be getting the FIXER stuff a little bit more out of the way, there's not much intensive stuff I have to do at this point. Just kind of like compile the DVDs is kind of the biggest thing I have to deal with personally. So it's going to be a lot bit more focused back on the channel stuff. And like I said, maybe we'll see where my schedule and Steve's schedule interlock in the next week or two to see where we can get the next couple commentaries recorded. But it was kind of nice to kind of have a bit of a breather, because we had a lot of commentaries recently and not a lot of reviews. So I figure we'd have a little bit of breather, not jump into anything right away. So give it a few weeks to kind of decompress a little bit and get into the Star Trek thing and get off on the horror stuff shortly thereafter. So, whew, a lot of talking and getting a little stuffed in my nose. So if I sound a little like that. That's all I got for you guys at this point in time. I might do something when I get all the laser discs and stuff as another update, but not this week, probably next week, see where things land. But yeah, cool stuff. So hope you guys have been having a good 2019. I can't remember what year it is sometimes. 2019 is my damn nose. 2019, so hopefully the last couple of days have been pretty nice to you guys, and you've been safe and happy and well. It's kind of miserable here in Chicago. It's raining and gloomy and crappy, so that's what you get. So that's winter in Chicago, just not pretty sight. So I'm trying to keep my spirits up, and I'll be back with you guys as soon as I can with some other cool stuff. And yeah, so I'll have other nice things to talk about next time around. So that's all you guys get from me this time. So I'm going to cut off before nasally stuff gets in my head. Bye-bye.